Yes, now, hello guys, welcome back to a brand new video, and this video is about the Game Week 3 FPL wrapped up. As you can see, let's get straight into it. As you can see, I didn't do well at all. 69 points only. Only 5 points above the average point, and that gives me a massive red arrow from 210,000 down to nearly top 700k. That's almost a drop off of 500k. Although it's above average, but it's definitely not enough for you to get a green arrow in top million. Because you need at least, I believe, 80 points or at least more than 69 points to get that. And I'll walk you through the teams, which player done well, which player done bad, and some of the mistakes that I've made before the Game Week 3 deadline. And let's get into it. So in goal, same thing. Mark Flecken, very, very unfortunate. Sugawara hits the buzzer. I mean, not buzzer beater. Sugawara from Southampton scored a goal at the last minute to take Mark Flecken clean sheet away from me. He's supposed to be on 7 points, which if he's got the clean sheets, I'm pretty sure I think he will get one bonus point, which that gives me a pointer from Mark Flecken. His save stats are phenomenal. He got 17 saves so far in the season already. I was actually hoping for a clean sheet from this game, but unfortunately it didn't happen. If it happened, I think I won't be in a red arrow there. So unlucky from Mark Flecken, but nothing gonna be changed in the goalkeeper situation. The noticeable one is Fabianski, the 4.0 keeper from West Ham, who might get a chance to start. If you're on a wild card this week, you can potentially bring Fabianski in as your 4 million keeper to start, because we don't know how long Areola will be out injured, so we gotta wait and see. So backline did alright. Trent Alexander-Arnold 6 points, should have got a goal just cancelled by a marginal offside. Just very, very slight offside from Mohamed Salah. 6-pointer for 7 million. You'd expect him to get a return at least. In fact, he should get a return at least, but it didn't happen. So we just got to keep wait and see, because next 3 fixtures are fantastic for Liverpool, or even next 4. So I think you just give more patience to Trent. If you got him, you could switch him to a Robbo or Kanate or a Van Dijk. They're all solid options. But I think Trent is still the most attacking player in that team. He just unlucky didn't get a return in the first 3 game weeks. So we just got to wait until we see what happened in the next game with Forest. Robinson, fantastic player. Another assist against Ipswich. He's just so good. He's just going so forward in the left wing, in the left flank position for Fulham. He's already got 2 goals in the first 3 games. Just unbelievable from Antonio Robinson. Fixtures are decent until game week 6, and then you can consider transferring out for someone else. You can probably get the price rise up again to 4.7 before the next game week 4 deadline, so you can have an extra million in your team to spend. So overall, Antonio Robinson, again, very, very fantastic player. You can bring him in this week, but the good fixtures are slightly running out for Fulham. So if you don't bring him in this week, I wouldn't recommend you bring him in until probably game week 9, where you got a 4-game fixtures that is pretty decent, and the follow-up you got multiple tough fixtures. So good fixtures for Fulham are slowly running out. If you don't get him this week on a wild card, I won't suggest him next week. But if you have him, keep hold of him. Yeah, Robinson, very, very solid player. Nico Williams, again for Forest, are really very, very attacking in that left flank position, similar to Robinson. Pretty decent expected goal concede. Defense are pretty solid for Forest. As you know, they're always a solid defensive team. They got 5 points from 9, which is pretty good. As you can see, he managed 0.4 xG, which is very, very high among. It's probably the highest among all defenders. In fact, let me just check it. Double check. Transfers. All players. Defenders sorted by XG. Where's XG? XG total. Yeah, Nico Williams is the fifth highest among all defenders. You could go for Milenkovic, who's almost got a goal, but he didn't. As a centre back, that's not going to happen very much. So Nico Williams is still a very, very solid options there in the defensive line. Decent fixtures for Forest. You can even consider bringing Morgan Gibbs-White in. I wouldn't mind that at all. I think Nico Williams are very, very good. Up until, you can have him until game week 10 with the fixture run you've got there. Yeah, generally really good. Backline, it's all right. I think it's all right. Consider Arsenal don't have a clean sheet. City don't have a clean sheet. Liverpool are the only one that have a clean sheet. So backline didn't do so bad. Midfield is where the problem. Same thing with the forward line. Salah, no doubt, brilliant. What can I say about Mohamed Salah? Against Man United, he's just the king. He is just the king against Man United. No doubt, absolutely no doubt about it. Incredible. I can't find more words to describe him. Again, phenomenal. I was actually very terrified when Haaland got the hat-trick, back-to-back hat-trick again. But I'm very lucky that Mohamed Salah saved my FPL season. I'll put it in that way. 17-pointer, match Haaland, 41 points for both Haaland and Salah in the first 3 game weeks. Just amazing from those two. It seems like Salah and Haaland draft all do pretty well so far this season. But how good Mohamed Salah is. Anthony Gordon. Newcastle is pretty poor in form, I would say. But 7 points from 9 is not bad. So if you've got Gordon, I'll still keep hold of him. Because at least until game week 6, because I think next 2 games, he's got the ability to do something there. If you're on a wild card, I won't suggest you to bring him in anyway. But if you have him, just keep hold of him. I think he could do better than this. But it is weird from Newcastle in not ideal form, but still got 7 points from 9, which shows that they have the capability to do something well. I think a massive win could be coming in the next game against Wolves. Yeah, I think if you got Gordon, keep hold of him. If you don't have him, don't buy him either. Jota, same thing, another keep for me. Minutes are pretty solid. Darwin Núñez plays pretty shite when he comes up. I know, again, I'm kind of regretting that I didn't pick Luis Diaz instead of Diogo Jota because he's got much more points than Jota. But, I mean, it is what it is, isn't it? It is what it is. More people are buying him. His price gone up. 2 double-digit haul from Luis Diaz. Yeah, he's just good in general. Luis Diaz is very good in general. Is one of him or Jota if you want to bring in, but his minutes is decreasing, which is a worry sign. And he's got South America. He's away in international break, so he might come back not starting, and that is a possibility there. But Luis Diaz in general is so creative. He's so threatening in the left flank. He's just unbelievable player for me. Son, I mean, you've got to keep hold of him until 6 or even more, but until then I'm going to wildcard, so Son is going to be gone from then. Just keep hold of him if you have him. You've got if you got a wildcard 4 or spare transfer, you can get him in for Cole Palmer or someone. But if you don't, I'll just suggest keep hold of Son because I think he's got the ability to do so well as well. So keep hold of Son. He's a good player, but I'm going to wildcard 6, so Son will be gone by then. Leon Bailey is the absolutely disaster class for me. Yeah, Leon Bailey. I've got him in for Nkunku, and they both are shit. Yeah, he's he's gone. He's so injury prone that in this, I did not even think it will happen this early on in the season. I was going for the fixture run. I didn't go for Mbermo, and Mbermo got a 14 points hauler. Because my original plan is, right, I go from either Mbermo or Leon Bailey, guys. I didn't consider Rogers as well because I think, although he passed the eye test, but I think the actual goals and returns he can provide is limited. So, Mbermo for game week 3, and then immediately short-term punt, Mitoma in for game week 4. That's Mbermo's plan. But Indiana gone for Leon Bailey because I think I want the long term. I want to save some free transfer rent. Look at that now. He injured his hamstring in the 15 minutes against Leicester. What a surprise. Yeah, he's the disaster class. I don't know whether I should change him or no, because he's on such a low percent ownership. He might not drop in price, but he it is also easy for him to drop in price as well. So I don't know about Leon Bailey yet, but yeah, absolutely disaster class for me there. Front two, Isaac, a very lucky goal at the end, saved him from quite a lot of people's team. Yeah, I think in general he's still good. I think Newcastle, once they pick up the form, him and Gordon will still be absolutely fantastic there. Meniz again, very, very annoying for him. What happened? I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know what to say about him. He's missing chances. He's got the chances, but he did not put them in the back of the net. Very, very disappointed. But still, I'm not going to waste a transfer on him. I'm just going to keep hold of him. Very, very disappointed from Meniz. Don't get him in now, because his form is terrible now if you're on a wild card. But if you've got him, just keep hold of him, I'll say. On the bench, I didn't put João Pedro on because it's Arsenal home. Arsenal away. But that red card ruined everything. And if you've got João Pedro on instead of Meniz, I'll get 6 more points. So yeah, João Pedro in general, very, 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 very good player. Very, very good. If you're on a wild card, you should look at bring him in now, because absolutely fantastic next 2 fixtures for João Pedro and Brighton. So yeah, João Pedro in general is just a good player. And then they didn't play Porro. Almost got a goal. I mean, he shot so many. He shot so many from distance for Spurs in this game, but he didn't get one. And then Lewis Hall will be gone by the wild card because he coming up the bench for Kelly in the last 2 games, and I don't want a 1-pointer every single game from Lewis Hall. So he's going to be gone by game week 6. But so far, I won't waste a transfer on Lewis Hall because he's my 5th defender. I got 4 other defenders to play. So yeah, in general, few problems there and there, but overall, I think it's still okay. It's not a wild card time yet for me. Unfortunately, blank for quite a lot of attackers, but overall, it's pretty deep. It's not very ideal. Let's hope to get better next game week. And I'll see you guys. And that's it for today's video. And I'll see you guys soon. Peace.